do wish he was here.
Ours is the best local show in town. We play all the local underground hits. First of all, if you're playing a local band and you want to get your stuff into me, you need to mail it to Radio 1 Louisville, 520 South 4th Street, Suite 200, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202. Attention, Triple X in the underground. If it's sent anywhere else, it's not going to get to me, and it's not going to be played. Also, too, take the F-bombs and the cuss words out. I don't have time to do it. If it has any of that stuff in there, it won't get played as well. And last but not least, if you have an 8-minute guitar solo at the beginning of your song,
Thalia. T-H-A-L-L.
Yeah, I was saying it right, and then you threw me off.
Put a little redneck in it.
Thalia. Thalia.
New Rock 105.1 WLRS. That is a brand new track from Surviving Thalia. See, I got it right that time.
You did.
NASCAR! You brought it up. And it's got Sheets to the Slaughter. Of course, Dave Saylor, who was formerly of Mountain Victim, is now fronting the band.
And Jason Corner and Tim, formerly of Nemesis.
And where's Mike?
Mike is at home sleeping because he works at the No Meat Factory.
Mike's organizing a protest right now.
What?
For PETA.
For PETA?
No, we're just kidding. He wrote some things on his hands last night. We gave him a little time. If you're listening, Mike, you know we still love you. You're the guitar player. Yeah, big kiss and hug, brother. Universal love. Universal positivity.
New Rock 105.1 WLRS, Louisville Underground, the best in local music. That is My Own Victim. They are no longer. They are defunct or gone or split up, and that is what. Now, I've been calling it Cheap Thrills, Bottles, and Pills. What is the actual name of the song? Because I thought that was the name of the song.
I'm on my way.
That's what it is. Okay, because that's what I've been calling it. I got to rechange that here in the system. Now, you have a very interesting, I guess you would say, past as far as dealing with Victim as they got famous. I know they came off a European tour, and when they came off, it was like everything kind of not fell apart, but it got weird.
Yeah.
And then that's when you kind of joined in, right?
Absolutely.
And then you guys got a manager.
Yeah.
And then that's when things got a little bit. New Rock 105.1 WLRS. Your new home for Lex and Terry in the morning, non-stop. New Rock all day. There's Jet. Name of that track is Look What You've Done. And a lot of people are getting that confused with the brand new Beatles stuff. But no. And there is no brand new Beatles stuff. I'm going to get those guys in here. I'm going to get those guys in here probably in a couple weeks. They've got some new stuff that they're going to be, I think the show is on March the 8th they're doing, and I'm going to get them in a couple weeks for that. That is the Meredith's name of that track. It's called Marmalade Maggie. This is the underground, the local show.
High paper, I win.
What a project out and about right now, and he was telling us last segment.
D project.
D project.
Not A. It's D project.
About
way of life.
The thing that you've been doing with the band. Now, describe surviving
Thalia.
Explain that name.
Okay. With me right now also is our drummer, Tim Owens, and our bass player, Jason Corner. So we're going to give you our versions because it's such a universal name. When we first got together, obviously our music's going to speak for itself. It's an aggressive attitude with an aggressive message, not violent, but it's aggressive. It's very political in its nature. The world's becoming a very terrible place to maneuver and live in these days. So that's all I really think about. When it comes to me writing songs, it's all that comes to mind. So that's all my writing is going to be about. So when we got together, we had to figure a name. What would be a good name? Well, Tim had the idea, and it's a very great idea. Why have a name that's going to be like stereotypical? Call yourself Crush or White Knuckle Blackout or Cranial Stump. It gives it away, you know what I mean?
I kind of like White Knuckle Blackout.
So what we had to do is come up with a name that's universal, that can be adapted to anything. It can be an emo band, it can be a rock band, it can be a hardcore band, it can be a metal band, any kind of band you think of. It's probably country, and maybe then, who knows. But we decided to do it. Thalia, by textbook terms, is one of the 7 Greek muses of comedy. She's a muse of comedy. She's the mother to the Corybantes tribe. Now this is where I love the name. The Corybantes were a tribe of priests who castrated themselves to show their loyalty to their god.
Right.
But they would invade and, be party crashers, so to speak. Spiritual rituals. They would party. They would crash any kind of festival going on with cymbals and drums and just be like...
Orgies.
And orgies. They would just be crazy people just come in and just ravish the place.
Right.
And that's kind of what the lyrics... Not that we want to have orgies and ravish the place, but we're all about, bringing that tactfulness to the people. There's a message that needs to be delivered that the people aren't getting today.
Right.
And some people say it doesn't belong in music, but if that's all you know, that's all you know.
Right.
These guys here may have a different opinion about it, and they can share their input as well if they wish.
Now you've kind of been dubbed the minister of metal here.
Not metal, heavy aggressive.
Heavy aggressive. Okay.
It's a new genre in town, brother.
What's it like? Because as far as, and I'm gonna probably make some people mad by saying this, but it's the truth. As far as heavy aggressive / metal. Frontman next to John from MSD, there's probably, you guys are the measuring stick. How's it feel?
Van Avery too.
And Van, yeah, I forgot about Van. Yeah.
You know what, brother? If you're listening, dude, I personally like to, mirror myself about a lot of things he does. I'm just kidding, anyway. But it's an honor. Honestly, it's an honor because I came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And I was privileged to be a part of a band that was big time.
Right.
Well, I shouldn't say big time, but it had some stature to it. But the fact of the matter is that, I'm not really the minister because, everybody thinks I like to preach too much. So I've cut the preaching out, so to speak, and just let in the lyrics take its effect. Don't really do it too much between songs anymore because everybody has their own thing. But I just hope that people get the feeling that I have in my heart and how it is that when things are bad, or not just things, but when you see something a certain way, then you can deliver it. What I mean by that is, they say you're only as good as an entertainer as if you can make the people feel what you feel inside.
Right.
So if you get up there and because a lot of people get on the microphone and they just throw up all over the thing. They don't really say nothing. You know what I mean?
I agree, man.
They're not really saying anything.
About 20 seasons in a week.
But if you can get in front of a crowd of 20 or 100,000 and make them feel how it is you feel and them relate and say, you're absolutely right.
Right.
Then, if they're going to dub, I got dubbed by